In Cape May County, a teacher accused of sexually assaulting a student and then giving birth to his child has been released while she awaits trial.
Welcome to Rising Up. Thank you for tuning in, and please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more content. Today, we discuss a New Jersey teacher has been indicted on charges of sexual assault involving a minor. Laura Caron, who worked at a local school, faces serious allegations that have raised concerns in the community. The indictment details multiple incidents that allegedly took place over a period of time. Authorities have emphasized the importance of addressing such cases to ensure the safety of students.
The South Jersey teacher accused of having a baby with a teenage student has now been indicted. Laura Caron is now charged with sexual assault. The 34-year-old was a fifth-grade teacher at Middle Township Elementary School. The alleged assault of the teen said to have happened inside Caron's home from 2016 to 2020. Prosecutors say the victim was 13 years old when their child was born in 2019.
This defendant has demonstrated inability to exploit her position to gain access and manipulate minors for her own gain, for her own sexual gratification.
Laura Caron, a 34-year-old former fifth-grade teacher at Middle Township Elementary School, has been charged with engaging in an inappropriate sexual relationship with a student who had previously been living in her home, according to the Cape May County Prosecutor's Office. The allegations claim that the abuse began when the boy was just 11 years old in 2016 and continued for 4 years, ending in 2020 when he was 15. The investigation was initiated last year following a tip that arose after the victim's father posted on Facebook, suggesting that Caron's 5-year-old child bore a resemblance to his son, as reported by Fox 29, citing court documents. Caron had taught both the victim and at least one of his siblings. Over time, the boy's family developed a friendship with Caron, leading to the victim and his siblings staying at her home once or twice a week, eventually transitioning to a permanent living arrangement from 2016 to 2020. Caron has been charged with aggravated sexual assault after the victim reportedly confirmed to police that he had been in a sexual relationship with her and disclosed that he was the father of her young child, who was born when he was only 13 years old. A friend of Caron's shared with the New York Post that she had organized a baby shower for the child and mentioned that the father was out of the picture.
Now to what's trending in true crime. In an exclusive interview with Daily Mail, the teenager who had a baby with his New Jersey teacher insists that he started the relationship. Former teacher Laura Caron facing up to 10 years in prison on charges that she raped the male teen who moved in with her when he was just 11 years old. The teen told DailyMail.com this about his relationship with Caron, quote, "They need to drop all charges. I wasn't groomed or raped or manipulated by her. She never initiated anything." He goes on to say, quote, "I started everything. If it was up to me, she wouldn't have been in jail. It's been 6 or 7 years. I'm 19, about to be 20. I love her with all my heart. She was there for me and my family." Wow. What's your reaction to hearing that teenage father's comments? Let's bring in our power panel. Still with me, criminal defense and civil rights attorney KCR Early, private investigator Manuel Gomez, and want to welcome in the solicitor for the 16th Judicial Circuit in South Carolina, attorney Kevin Brackett. Kevin, let me begin with you, please. What's your reaction to hearing that teenager's comments?
Well, you never know what's going on in his head, but, just looking at the facts, cold, dispassionate, you have to ask yourself, is any 13-year-old capable of making the decision to father a child? No. So where has his head been, over the last, I think they said they started when he was 11 years old. He started having some sort of relationship with her when he was 11. It's absurd. She was 26, 28 when he fathered the child. I hate that his head is in a place where he can't understand the position of trust and power that she had over him, and how she abused that, how she was required by the law to look out for his best interest because he was incapable of doing that. It's just sad. It really is.
It really is, Kevin. You're absolutely right. It's heartbreaking. He can't see that he's a victim here. He sees her as a victim, apparently. Casey, what's your reaction to listening to what he said?
I was thinking the same thing. He doesn't understand that even though he, quote, initiated that, a minor cannot consent. So even if in this state, it's the age of 16, but then you have the other layer where she was a teacher. She had a duty of care. So there's no consent at any age. And then the point that he doesn't even understand that he's a victim shows that the jury, I'm pretty sure, is going to see that not only is he still delusional in this case, that we know that this, quote, grooming started at a tender age of 11. Even though there's no evidence of sexual misconduct, there was reports that he was in the bed with her and some allegations of witnessing some sexual misconduct between her and this child. This is an unfortunate incident, and this is why we have prosecutors where they can disregard the request of a victim and continue to prosecute based on the law. So
yes.
This case is definitely sad.
Casey, thank you for that. I want to show you both something else he said when he was asked by Daily Mail about contacting his child. So apparently there's a no contact order in place. We can infer that based on what he said. He's saying, quote, I can't talk to them. I wish I could, but I can't. And it sucks. Get an exclusive interview with dailymail.com. Ooh, Manuel Gomez, last but not least on our panel on this topic. What do you think when you hear this?
Well, like my colleague said, I'm very saddened by this case. It's extremely disturbing. What's even more disturbing is I'd like to know the reason why he moved in with her at 11 years old. Okay? And that right there in itself was a red flag. But besides that, this is a case that there is no way to win. Now, I know her attorney's putting up a defense, but this is a slam dunk again, another one for the prosecutor. This poor child did not know what was happening, and there is no doubt in my mind that she's going to lose. If I was her, and I hope they're listening, take the plea. Plea out, and don't put yourself through this trial. All right. And then if it's meant to be and you two get married down the road, then fine. But the bottom line is she's not going to win. She's going to get the maximum sentence. There's no doubt in my mind. She should just take the plea.
That's smart advice, Manuel. Really smart advice, especially for the child, because as you all know, there's another victim here. The baby, right? The baby that they had is another victim in all this, in addition to the teenager, based on the evidence.
Caron was arrested in January, with a grand jury indictment following just last week. She faces severe charges, including aggravated sexual assault, which could lead to a prison sentence of 10 to 20 years, as well as sexual assault and endangering a child's welfare, each of which carries potential penalties of 5 to 10 years. The prosecutor's office has not commented on the child involved in the case. Prosecutor Jeffrey H. Sutherland expressed the seriousness of the allegations, stating, "These allegations are deeply disturbing, particularly given the position of trust the defendant held in relation to the victim." He emphasized their commitment to protecting vulnerable members of the community and pledged to pursue justice against those who breached that trust. As the legal proceedings against Laura Caron progress, the community remains deeply affected by the disturbing nature of the allegations. The case highlights the critical importance of safeguarding students and maintaining trust within educational environments. The prosecutor's office is dedicated to ensuring accountability and justice for victims of such violations. As the situation unfolds, it serves as a reminder of the responsibility that educators hold and the need for vigilance in protecting our youth. The court's decision will ultimately determine the next steps in this troubling case. Thank you for joining me today on Rising Up as we delved into the troubling case of Laura Caron and its implications for our community. As we reflect on the serious nature of these allegations and the alarming statistics surrounding unreported cases of abuse, it becomes evident that we must unite to create an environment where victims feel safe and empowered to come forward. I encourage you to keep the conversation going in the comments below. Let's share resources, raise awareness, and advocate for the changes necessary to protect the vulnerable among us. Remember, every voice matters, and together we can work towards a future where justice prevails and trust in our institutions is restored. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more discussions on critical issues. Until next time, take care and stay strong.